Hello everybody, Brian here, quantlabs.net. Today is the 1:16 Eastern Standard Time, May 25th. We're going to talk about .NET, Windows, C# I haven't talked about in a while. I had a start out as a conversation on LinkedIn. This is what was battered about. Hello Brian, I hope all is well. A quick question, when you have a comment or a moment, I'm interested in working for a hedge fund in the future. I have 10 years experience trading futures and recently have been coding my strategies in a platform called NinjaTrader. They have a no-code policy that converts strategies to code. Didn't know that. So it's to code to C#. Usually from my experience, those kind of transcoders are pretty well awful. MATLAB's got one to even any language you want, C, C++. There's a reason I don't use it, it's because it's not quality code. Okay, you might as well learn assembler while you're at it to learn that kind of code that's generated from it. So it's something I don't put a lot of effort in, but mind you, that was, probably 5, maybe 10 years ago. So things may have advanced since then. I feel if I learn C#, instead of using the no-code builder combined with my education and experience, that would be enough to get into a hedge fund building strategies. Well, a lot of that's going to be math-based as well. So that needs to be considered, especially if you're going to go in that route. Quant trading, quant analysis is number one for that, which you have to be really good at. Do you think C# is the way to go in your opinion? My response? I think .NET and C# is losing relevancy, and many people will disagree, but there's a reason later on in this video I'll show why. Compared to Python or C++, 4 career moves. Okay, good info. My theory is NinjaTrader is similar to C#. Well, it's based around C#. It's an SDK, software development kit. So why? Yeah, not learn that, so I'll learn NinjaTrader and move into a hedge fund. But thanks for the research. I'll research C++ too. Now, let me just show you what I've got here as a survey, which I posted last night. My community, Quant Labs, is a channel name, or Brian Downing is a channel name. Look at this. My priority path to building a custom algo trading solution. Now, no, I say solution. It could be a language, building your own platform or set of scripts, or a platform. So here we go. So building on algo in brackets trading solution using 7 responses so far, 100% Python hand coded to build algo trading scripts. That is the only one that's getting all of those responses. So number 2, I offered use a platform like MotoWave using a Java SDK or C++ hand coded to build a trading app. No responses for that. Okay, now what if you're a platform like MotoWave and you want to capture the crowd in the Python world? What I would strongly recommend is go Python friendly. You have your platform, build it for the Python crowd. It's quite clear as day, and you should see it in the numbers. Python is the way to go to build a front end or an API to your platform. C++ not so much, but everybody, new, old, beginner, veteran, want Python. I'm one of them. I like Python. It's easy to work with. So if you're one of those kind of people, you gotta have a Python front end API to grow as a business. Next up. So he responded with a ninja script, and then I said, no institution takes NinjaTrader seriously. It is for the retail market. Okay. Then he says, correct. You're 100% correct. However, NinjaTrader gives me the opportunity to have a very profitable fund. Yeah, you could use NinjaTrader, any trading platform for that. So if I ever get into a hedge fund, for whatever reason, I'm still in good shape. Well, there's two paths you go here. You're either going self-employed, running your own fund, using a trading platform to build out the returns, or you go career-wise and go into a hedge fund like this guy wants to do. Sounds like C++ is what the pros use. That's the key right there. Then I said C++ is what industry uses. Reason is they will not move off it due to their large code bases. Ninja is fine to learn from, okay? But you also want to focus on Linux-based languages for career, okay? That's important to know. And again, we're talking Python, C++, Java. They're the most popular languages out there. This guy responded awesome. You're like, man, thank you. Is there any platform that's commercial grade that retail could purchase, or all hedge fund grade software platforms in-house and custom proprietary? So I came back with what I would think is recommended. Doesn't mean it's smartest, but it's something that is a cut above all the other options. Here's why. I recommend MotiveWave since it works on Linux. It's the only platform that I know outside of TradingView that works on Linux, and it has a Java SDK, software development kit. Java is still huge as well for best paying. Okay, so you got to ask yourself, what are you doing the career move for? Is it for pay? Well, Java and C++ and Python still are the top payers. There's other languages out there. Rust I could probably throw in. But the problem is, you have to understand, if you're going with a newer language, is that language going to be adopted into the industry and be around in 5-10 years? That's why C++ is not dying, or Java is not dying. Because, as I said, of the large code bases that a lot of these funds and other companies have, that they put so much investment into, they have no reason to replace it with something else. Also, this is very important to understand. The cloud space has a huge impact as well. When you look at a company like Microsoft, there's a reason why they put so much effort and contribution into Python. Or when you look at Google as a cloud provider, why they bring out a free machine learning framework like TensorFlow. Because what they're trying to do is they're trying to get people to move onto cloud. That's a chargeable new revenue stream that these companies have. So in the eyes of Microsoft, it's a hard game for them to fight on the desktop because everything's going into cloud. The Azure solution is what they are one of their primary drivers of revenue now. So everything's going onto Azure using .NET, using Windows, and using C# as the friendlier languages. But again, those are chargeable services. So if you're a startup, a lot of companies don't want to pay those extra fees. So that's why I think companies like Microsoft will, over a long run, at least in the space of serious development, a lot of it will go Linux based. They don't have to deal with these licenses of control and forced updates, and even though they're built around C++ or C# and other .NET languages. That's what I'm seeing could happen, especially now that we're going into a quite severe recession where a lot of these companies are going to be wanting to cut costs. Not just cutting staff, but also their licensing costs. And when you have to pay out every year to companies like Oracle's the worst offender for database, and then Microsoft as well for the various licensing, including the operating system. I do think companies will want to, when it comes to new projects, be more sensitive to work with Linux-based platforms or operating systems, as well as more open-sourced friendly languages like, again, Java, C++, and Python. That's the future, just I think, of the software development if you look at the direction the economy, global economy, is going. That's how I could see it. Then he responds, wow, very impressive with good information. I might reformulate my game plan. For long-term prosperity in the space, you'll definitely want to follow the Linux path, but it seems Python is most in demand for something like machine learning. I even talked about that. So when you look at TensorFlow, it's huge, and what you can do with the Google Colab and all that, it's amazing. And it's all free until you get onto the cloud and start paying. So yeah, he said, yeah, it makes sense as Windows systems are not stable and reliable. That's true. And not only that, but you got to deal with what they call telemetry, where your Windows box, I don't think it's as much as on the Windows server, but on Windows desktop for sure, your desktop is downloading, uploading data to Microsoft, the mothership. Turn it off or not, configure it on and off, don't matter. Do you trust it? I don't. That's why I'm on Linux, and I've been on Linux for 2 years now. I just don't trust this stuff anymore. So anyways, he responded, thanks again, you're awesome with all your knowledge. And I said, thanks. And again, I repeat, Windows is going to cloud anyhow. Okay, that's what it appears. I'm always could be wrong, but long term, I've been in this game for a very long time. That's just the way it seems to be going. And Microsoft will still be around. Microsoft will still always be doing well. They're a very innovative company and really know how to adapt to market changes. And they've done well under Satya Nadella. And they will continue to do well. But from career, from trust, I've already stated, I think Linux-based language is the way to go. Open source as well. Anyways, I could be wrong. If you got any opinions, comment away. Also important in a way, if you like what you're hearing, what I'm doing, follow me. Or if you want to retain, build your wealth, watch a 2-hour video, quantlabs.net/banking. And this solution's already brought back the last couple of weeks a nice 75% return for those who adopt it. Other than that, have a good day. Thanks for watching.